Hey guys, this is Alicia again from All Things Alicia with another Thanksgiving collab video. Don't forget to check out all the other channels down in the description box that are doing the 30 days of Thanksgiving. And today I am actually working on an idea in my head for the Tablescape decorations this year. I wanted to try it out, make sure I have enough stuff, and so I thought I would go ahead and film it for you. So I'm not going to do the whole entire layout, but you will be able to tell by the end of this pretty much what our Thanksgiving table is going to look like. Disclaimer, I am not a florist. I don't arrange things, flowers and things well, so I never really do like a centerpiece. We have this large table. I have another table in the living room during Thanksgiving. That's one of those plastic folding tables, so I will put a tablecloth on that. It's actually a piece of fabric I have that looks like wood grain, so that it won't look like a gray plastic table. This one I'm actually not going to put anything on this year as far as a tablecloth. I usually put some type of runner or something along here, but pretty much whatever I do for my center of the table decoration kind of goes along the length of the table-ish from the middle out, and I don't really try to do some kind of formal decoration. This year I decided not to do a runner. I like the wood underneath it. I actually noticed these, I got this idea when I was dropping my kids off at school. The street next to their schools has lined with like 200-year-old eucalyptus trees. And so they hang low, and today I went and I snipped some. And I partly wanted to do this to make sure that I know how much I need for Thanksgiving. In the couple days before Thanksgiving, I can make sure that I snip enough fresh. All I've done here is I've just layered it in 3 piles by, like, these are longer ones. These are medium, these are small. These smaller ones have some like berries. They get these berries on them that range from, I had one that has little babies on it, from green to yellow, and then when they bloom they're kind of white. So I'm hoping when I go back for Thanksgiving there might be a few more of those kind of clusters, just to give it a little more dimension. But it's what I'm working with today, just to get my general idea put out there. So I start usually with the longest things, and I just start from the middle and kind of go out. So I'll just kind of go both directions here. Ooh, this is a really long one. And I'll kind of tuck them into each other. I like to have them hang over the edge a tiny bit. You could do this with any sort of greenery. I prefer things that are kind of soft and bendy, not like really stiff, for this type of thing. But you could certainly, if you like stiff, you could certainly do that. Like I said, if I had fall trees here, because our leaves don't change color till January, and by then they've all blown off from the wind anyways. But if I had fall leaves, I might do a few small branches of that. Once I'm done layering in the large, I'll go into the medium. I might do the same thing again for Christmas because I am kind of liking the green. The greenery, I like the natural looks of things. Here's those smaller ones that have the little berries on them. Do I want to face them the opposite way? I think I'll go like that. And then this is like just a little filler here. I'll put that in the middle. Okay, and then I have just some plain white pillar candles, a couple sizes. I got these at Trader Joe's. I have found some at the dollar store before, but not this year. But they were only $3 at Trader Joe's, and I will use them again, very likely next Thanksgiving or in the at Christmas time or anything. Like I tend to use white or pillar candles for a lot of things. 2 sizes here, let's see. And I'm kind of just finding some natural gaps in the greenery and sticking the candles there. Not really going with a certain lineup or pattern. We're gonna see how this looks, you know what I'm saying? It's an experiment in the making. And then I thought this year I would actually use some apples. I've used miniature pumpkins and gourds before. I've used them a lot before, and I decided this year to go slightly different and use some apples instead. They're in season. We have a ton because we went apple picking. I'm thinking that looks pretty good. I might need one more small apple. Where'd all those go? a stand in here just to, it may not come out the exact same on Thanksgiving Day. I would remove the thing on that one. Okay, so then from there, I put out chargers and plates. These are, I don't know if you can see these. I use these for almost every holiday. They're wood, they're from Pier 1. They're several years old because I've used them for several years, but they do still have them in the store. I saw them last week. They're not cheap, but they have lasted me several years. And like I said, I'm not going to set the whole thing up, but I do this just to kind of get a picture in my head of what it will look like when the whole table's full of stuff, instead of just, because by itself, just the center looks kind of not very much. It looks very underwhelming. But if you plan too much without testing it, it might actually be too crowded. Okay. And then, by the way, ignore all the stuff I have on the chairs. I just took stuff off the table so that I would have room. So I would put silverware and glasses out, and okay. So napkins, I was thinking, these are not ironed yet or anything or washed. I just pulled them out of the cedar chest. I was thinking originally that I made these leaves that have quotes on them. This one says, not what we say about our blessings, but how we use them as the true measure of our thanksgiving, by W.T. Purchaser. I was thinking originally I would stick them on or tie them onto a stem. They're kind of big. And then I was thinking I would do that. I think it kind of gets lost there with this napkin though. What do you think? Because then my other thought was to do the kind, you know, that's popular now where you have the napkin kind of overhanging. See if you can see this. Kind of overhanging like this. So it would look like that. What do you think? I kind of need help on this one. I haven't decided. I kind of like the look of this, but I don't like that this kind of gets lost on there. I have done these again with small pumpkins before and had either place card names or other quotes. Last year I think I had like an antique looking tag on it that said, in calligraphy, it had "Come thou fount of every blessing," which is a line from one of my favorite hymns. But I was thinking this year I would just do some quotes that have to do with thankfulness and print them on a leaf, and I don't know, I might go it this way because it stands out, and we will have the silverware and the glasses that add to it right there. So what do you think? This way or that way? Need your input. I think this is pretty close to what it's going to end up looking like on Thanksgiving. Like I said, it'll look more full with the glasses. I do buffet style over in the kitchen, so this will all just be people eating right here. I don't like crowded tables, and you know, at Thanksgiving with all the food on there, it tends to get really crowded. It will obviously be a clean dining room at that time. But let me know what you think about these two styles, and there's just another idea for you. By the way, these are my everyday plates. I don't have china or something. White goes with everything. It's just one of the things I do to maximize both money and space that I have. But I know some people have special, growing up, my mom would break out china for the holidays, but I don't have that or a place to store it. Anyways, I think this is pretty close to what my Thanksgiving table is going to look like this year. Let me know what you think, or if you have any ideas of something to add to it. I was thinking I might, Trader Joe's had some real pretty like burgundy-ish mums that I might trim some blooms and put in there. I don't know. I would love to know what you do for your table decoration and what you prefer out of these two, because I'm not sure I can decide on that one. All right, don't forget to check out the other channels doing the collab, and I hope you have a great Thanksgiving.